Alright guys, it's time to show you guys my favorite Costco buy. It is the QuickJack. Here it is right here. It comes in 3 boxes. Original price. You guys can check at Costco.com. I bought it at a warehouse. And it had $100 off at the warehouse. But you guys are able to order it at Costco.com. But check it out. Super easy to transport. It's got these little wheels on here. Max weight is 5,000 pounds. And it has a hydraulic pump on there. So this is pretty sweet. If you guys notice in my garage, it's very tight. It sucks getting a jack on one side or a jack on the other side. But yeah, so let's go ahead and open this up. Backed out the gallant. I mentioned in the previous video replacing that clamp. The clamp's replaced. So yeah, I'm gonna set up the camera and start ripping this guy open. I feel like a kid in a candy store right now. This is gonna make my life much easier working in the garage, as I'm sure some of you guys will understand the struggle. But this thing's pretty sweet. So I'm gonna set up the camera and start ripping the outer boxes open, and then the middle box. It shows everything that's included. Hydraulic hoses, fittings, quick connects, dust caps. So let's go ahead and get this rolling. All right. Alright, here it is. It looks pretty sweet. The locking bars are over here on the outside of each of them. The instructions. All the fittings. The hoses. Up and down button. Regular wall outlet. I think it's pretty sweet. Now, I'm going to go ahead and try to start putting this together with these instructions. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so you need to start with adding these 2 hydraulic elbow fittings. The O-ring threads into here, and it's on both sides. One for your right side, one for your left side. And there's a plug, and it is a 1/4. Gotta remove the plug. Feels like it's a little bit under pressure. So I can't fit this fitting in there without it hitting like a little elbow. So I'm gonna remove it from this bar that locks it all the way across. So I gotta loosen this guy up, and then I'll go back and tighten it back up. But from what the instructions show, you shouldn't have to do this, but looks like it does have to happen. Alright, now let's repeat it on this side. I'm going to try to see if I can get this fitting in without doing what I had to do over there. Alright, take a peek at the next instruction. It says the small hose and then the male quick connect fitting. So let's take a look at this. Okay, so gotta remove, let me make sure this is right. Alright, correction. These are the right ones that you need. The female end goes into the male end on the short lines here. And these are the ones that connect right here from this end. So, it comes with thread lock tape. It says put some tape on to these ends. Three times it recommends. That's 3 times right there. Female end. .22mm and a 17 I'm using to tighten these down. I'm gonna go ahead and keep looking at this. I'm actually using my vice grip to tighten these on. So you can only get them on so tight by hand, I feel. Even still, it doesn't thread all the way down. I think it threads enough. I don't know. See how far I can thread this one. About as far as I can get it. I don't know if it's supposed to go further. If I have a leak, I guess I know why, but this kind of sucks. I feel like it's supposed to thread all the way down, but it is not budging. So, I guess we'll keep rolling. Next step is to add those short hoses to the fitting. So if I understand right, this hose needs to be ran under this. kind of like that. I've already put the thread locking tape on there. Plumber's tape, whatever people want to call it. Alright, next is adding all of these fittings, the female quick connect fittings, onto the longer hose. So put thread lock tape on all four and then start twisting these guys on. Again, I don't know if I can twist these all the way down like the other ones. For some reason they just kind of end up getting stuck. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot and see how far I can thread these ones down. Alright, so these hoses, I had to go do some stuff. I'm back on working on it. None of them threaded all the way down. They say the, what is it? Tighten the hose down to 10 to 11 foot-pounds. I was cranking on them, trying to get them all the way down, so they should be good. The instructions pretty much say now to connect the hoses here together and the hose there together to the push lock fittings. Now what I want to do, it says next is pretty much to put these guys on to right here. So I'm going to set up the camera. I'm going to remember, when there's an O-ring, you don't need the thread lock tape or whatever in the hell it's called. But I'm gonna go ahead and take these guys off, put these on. This is how I want to have mine set up with the pump in the front. It's just easier for me to have it in the front versus in the back. But everything is connected now. The hoses, I just kind of looped it around the back since it's pretty curled. There was those fittings I just threaded in. Everything should be good. Now let me see what the next step is. Alright guys, it's technically day 3. No, it's day 2 of trying to set this up. I had to go out and buy an air compressor. That's going to be the previous video. You guys should have already seen that and the reason why I had to get it. But for those that may not have seen the previous video, I have to fill these guys up with the air cylinders with 50 psi of air, 40 to 50. I'm gonna put it at 50. Same with this side. Garage is a bit of a mess right now. So I bought this guy here so I could drain the air. It says drain all the air in it and then fill it up. So I'm gonna set up the camera and we're gonna get to that. Okay, so that is what I just did. That was actually really easy, really fast. Doesn't take much to get it there. It actually did have some air compressed in it. I want to say one felt like 20 psi and the other one felt more like 30, 40 when I bled the air. But play it safe. It did cost me $250 to get this done, but I'm okay with it because I do need an air compressor. It's a great tool to have. So now it says to prepare the power unit, find the appropriate location, install the two fittings in the front of the power unit, which I already did. Also, real quick, you guys remember when I removed those two bolts and I slid it out so that I can get that fitting on? Don't tighten those up all the way. I don't think they need to be tightened all the way. So I went back yesterday and I loosened them up. But back over here, fill the fluid reservoir, check the breather valve if the unit has one, which ours is a little bit different. Let's see. Connect 12 volts. Install fittings to the power unit. It's already done. That's the one that we did. Filling the power unit's hydraulic fluid. Okay, so right here. So it gives you a list of fluids that you're able to use. And then it says 2.1 quarts. I have the automatic transmission fluid, so I am going to get my 2 bottles out and we're going to put that inside. So it says Dexron fluid right here. That's the one of the ones that it mentions it. So I'm going to use 2 quarts of the O'Reilly's automatic transmission fluid. I used a 27 millimeter socket to get the cap off. Now we can go ahead and fill it up with good old ATF. Okay, so the next instructions that I just did is you have to, the wheels on the backside, you have to tilt them all the way up, and then you have to bleed this guy here with the 3/16 hex. The paint is pretty good on there, so it may not seem like it fits, but it does. So I honestly don't know if I was supposed to plug it in and try to get it to jack up to build up the pressure, but that's what I did to begin with. So I plugged it in. I did stand it up. I did try to bleed the air, but nothing came out. Tightened it back up, and then I pressed the up button. Let's see if it's a little faster now. A little bit of delay on this side. All right, and then I'm gonna go back down. And now I'm gonna go back and bleed it again because I don't know really how fast these are supposed to go up. But that one's down and that one's down. I did have a slight leak on this one right here. Put a towel there to see. I tightened it down some more, no leaks. So I'm good on my leaks. Run through it all again, all the fittings, no leaks. Check this one. No leaks, no leaks. Perfect, no leaks there. Over here, no leaks. So now what I'm going to do is stand it back up and bleed it again. And this time I will record it. Okay, so I started with that side first on the last one. This time I'm going to do it on this side first. Remember, you want to bleed it, you're going to hear the air come out. And when it stops, when you stop hearing the hissing, that means the hissing sound, that's when you know it's good. And when the fluid comes out, it's not all bubbly. So let's try it again on this side. Well, there it is, guys. The QuickJack is complete. It's done. I double checked the pressure in the cylinders. They're about 50 psi. I'm pretty sure I bled it all correctly. If any of you guys own it, let me know if one side's a little bit slower than the other. I know it's not set up correctly right now. I gotta reorganize the garage, but this is with me pressing up. The one on the left, which would be the passenger side, is faster. Give it a couple seconds. Let it go back down. I'm sure it'll drop faster with the weight of a car. But as that's dropping in the background, if you guys own it, let me know what you guys think of it. Let me know if I did anything wrong. As far as I know, everything should be correct. I could maybe try to bleed the air a little bit better, but I don't know, it works. Let me know if it's slow, because if that's the case, then maybe I do need to bleed out the air some more, so hopefully I find other QuickJack owners. But there it is, guys. It's all put together. It's all ready. Next video, you might see the gallant on it. We'll see. I don't know. I gotta rearrange the garage, reorganize the compressor, and go from there. But like, subscribe, share. The QuickJack 5000, got it from Costco. If you guys are looking to buy one, at this point the warehouses probably won't have it, so Costco.com. Double check Costco.com. Thanks, guys. Can't really see because it's dark out right now, but this freaking works out perfect. Dang, that is sick. All right, well, that's test fitted on one car. Maybe I'll test fit them all in this video. I don't know yet, we'll see. But this QuickJack is freaking dope.